When I run these 5 factors through my analysis, 5 states pop up as absolute disasters. These are states where every single metric is flashing red. And if you buy a house in one of these states, you're not making an investment. You're lighting your money on fire. Now, I'm going to walk you through each of these states. I'm going to show you exactly why they're on my avoid list. I'm going to give you the data, I'm going to give you the trends, and I'm going to explain what happens next. Because this isn't just about real estate. This is about the future of America. We're watching a massive reshuffling of economic power. And the states that don't adapt, the states that keep doing the same things that are driving people away, they're going to become economic wastelands. But before I reveal the first state, you need to understand something. This isn't about politics. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I care about your money. I care about whether you're making smart decisions or stupid decisions. And buying a house in the wrong state right now is a stupid decision, period. End of story. So here's what I need from you. I need you to put your emotions aside. I need you to look at the facts, and I need you to be honest with yourself about what's really happening. Because the real estate market doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you love the weather or if your family lives there. It only cares about supply and demand. And right now, in these 5 states, the demand is dying. Are you ready? Are you ready to see which states are about to become financial quicksand? Good. Let's start with the first one. State number 1, California. Now, before you start yelling at me in the comments, let me be clear. I love California. I've made a fortune in California. I have investments in California. But I'm telling you right now, if you're a regular person thinking about buying a primary residence in California, you're making a mistake. Here's why. The tax burden in California is absolutely crushing. You've got state income tax that can hit almost 14% at the top bracket. You've got property taxes, you've got sales taxes, you've got gas taxes, you've got taxes on taxes. And what are you getting for all those taxes? Crumbling roads, failing schools in many districts, a homelessness crisis that's out of control, and wildfires that are getting worse every single year. But here's the real problem. The migration data is devastating. For years now, California has had net negative domestic migration. That means more Americans are leaving California than moving in. And who's leaving? The middle class, the people who actually pay taxes, the people who actually work and build businesses. They're fleeing to Texas, to Florida, to Tennessee, to Nevada. Why? Because they're tired of getting crushed by taxes. They're tired of regulations that make it impossible to do business. They're tired of paying $2 million for a house that would cost $400,000 anywhere else. Now, some people say, but Kevin, California has tech companies. California has Hollywood. California has the weather. Yeah, and you know what? Tech companies are opening massive offices in Austin and Miami. Hollywood is filming in Georgia and New Mexico because of tax incentives. And the weather doesn't matter if you can't afford to live there. Let me tell you something about real estate. Location matters, but value matters more. And right now, California real estate is overvalued by any metric you want to use. Price to income ratios are off the charts. Price to rent ratios are off the charts. The only reason prices haven't crashed yet is because of low inventory. But that's changing. As more people leave, as more houses hit the market, supply is going to overwhelm demand. And when that happens, watch out. Here's what really scares me about California. The state has massive unfunded pension liabilities. We're talking hundreds of billions of dollars that they owe to retired government workers. How do you think they're going to pay for that? Higher taxes. And what happens when you raise taxes? More people leave. It's a death spiral. And if you own real estate in that death spiral, you're going down with it. State number 2, Illinois. Oh boy, where do I even start with Illinois? This state is a fiscal disaster. It's not heading toward a disaster, it's already there. Illinois has some of the highest property taxes in the entire country. In some counties, you're paying 2, 3, even 4% of your home's value every single year just in property taxes. Think about that. If you buy a $500,000 house, you could be paying $15,000 a year in property taxes alone. That's insane. That's more than some people pay in rent. And what's happening in Illinois? The same thing that's happening in California. People are fleeing, the population is shrinking, and it's not just people leaving, it's businesses leaving too. Major corporations have moved their headquarters out of Illinois. They're going to Texas, to Florida, to other states that actually want them. Boeing left, Caterpillar left, Citadel, the massive hedge fund, left. When billionaires are running away from your state, That should tell you something. Chicago, which is the economic engine of Illinois, is in decline. The murder rate is through the roof. Businesses are closing. The downtown is becoming a ghost town in some areas. And the state government keeps raising taxes to try to plug budget holes, which just drives more people away. It's the same death spiral I just described in California, but it's even worse because Illinois doesn't have the weather or the tech industry to fall back on.